A Fictional Thought Experiment, Radical Takeover in America, Part 1. In this speculative exercise, we'll imagine a near-future America fractured by deepening divisions, economic inequality, cultural clashes, and eroded trust in institutions. Drawing from the historical precedents of the Iranian Revolution, 1979, and the French Revolution, 1789, where initial promises of justice and reform devolved into cycles of purges, executions, and authoritarian control, we'll explore hypothetical scenarios of a radical takeover. These are purely fictional narratives, meant to illustrate how history's patterns of swift justice and power consolidation could hypothetically replay in a modern American context. I'll outline three variants, one led by right-wing radicals, one by far-left groups like a stylized Antifa coalition, and one imposing a form of Sharia law through Islamist extremists. Each focuses on the agents of action, fictional key figures or groups driving the events, and how they might wield executions as a tool of state power, echoing the rooftop firings, public hangings, and mass purges in Iran, or the guillotine's reign in France. To structure this, we'll parallel the historical arcs: an initial overthrow, rapid establishment of revolutionary courts, public spectacles of punishment, escalations during crises, and secretive mass eliminations. Remember, this is an allegory, not a prediction or endorsement. History shows revolutions often consume their own ideals. Scenario 1. Right-wing radical takeover. The Patriot Restoration. Inspired by the French Revolution's storming of symbols of tyranny, like the Bastille, and Iran's swift post-revolution executions of regime loyalists. Backdrop: Overthrow Phase 2032. Economic collapse and endless culture wars culminate in massive protests against a perceived deep state elite. A charismatic former military leader, fictional General Elias Thorne, our primary agent of action, rallies militias and disillusioned veterans under the banner of Restoring the Republic. Echoing Khomeini's return from exile, Thorne emerges from hiding after a disputed election, declaring the federal government illegitimate. Protesters storm the Capitol, again but decisively. Military bases defect, and key media outlets fall under rebel control. By mid-2032, the old administration flees, and Thorne's Patriot Council assumes power, promising justice for the forgotten and a return to founding principles. Agents of action and early purges. Spring 2032. Thorne appoints people's tribunals outside the judicial system, led by Judge Harlan Voss, a hardline ideologue nicknamed the Reckoner, mirroring Iran's Sadegh Khalkhali. These courts target globalist traitors, former politicians, tech CEOs, and intelligence officials accused of corruption on Earth, rephrased as treason against the people. The first executions occur on the roof of a seized federal building in D.C., where four high-profile targets, an ex-president's advisor, a CIA director, a media mogul, and a Supreme Court justice, are tried in hours without lawyers or appeals. Blindfolded and lined up, they're executed by firing squad at dawn, footage broadcast on state media to signal the restoration's finality. Crowds cheer, but fear spreads. Escalation in public spectacles, 2032-2033. As resistance grows in blue states, executions ramp up. Voss's tribunals expand to cultural enemies, academics, journalists, and activists labeled as woke insurgents. Hangings become public, using mobile cranes in city squares, e.g., Times Square in New York, repurposed for Patriot Justice Days. Condemned individuals, hands bound, are hoisted slowly, deaths by strangulation lasting minutes as warnings. Charges like waging war on American values cover broad offenses. By late 2033, over 500 are executed amid a border crisis, echoing Iran's Iraq War, where tribunals purge infiltrators in mass prison hangings. Climax: Secret mass executions, 2034. A failed counter-rebellion by urban militias, branded domestic terrorists, prompts Thorne's secret directive. In prisons like a fortified Guantanamo or new re-education centers, loyalty commissions, agents like Voss and intelligence chief Mara Kane, interrogate thousands of detainees. Short questions on allegiance lead to group hangings in warehouse halls, batches of 20 at a time, bodies buried in unmarked sites in the Nevada desert. Estimates: 3,000, 4,000 eliminated within months, families notified vaguely by mail, public mourning forbidden. The regime stabilizes, but society fractures into paranoia. Legacy. By 2040, Thorne's death leaves a theocratic-leaning republic, where capital punishment enforces moral order, much like Iran's enduring system. Please like, subscribe, and follow to learn more.